The National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys under the lights on Monday night.
Well, the roof is closed, but as you can probably tell, the mouths of these Cowboy fans could not be more wide open. It is a frenzied AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kymie Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. The 6'3" QB from Central Michigan leading him out there, and that's Cooper Rush.
This is what this man was born for, the big spotlight on the national stage like this. Really, his entire career, he's demonstrated incredible poise no matter what type of situation his team was in. No situation is too big for him, and you can tell in the way that he takes the field. His self-belief is evident, and he gets the job done in his mind each and every time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing right away is Rush. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They run again with Dowdle. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Dowdle is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Back to throw Rush. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jonathan Mingo from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the #2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Stroud. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Rush. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That's Azeez Al-Shaair getting through for the sack that time. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rush. Fires a slant, complete to Tober.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw is Rush. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Steven Sims. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Mixon on the counter. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 43. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now 2nd and 5. Stroud. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Got his man, Dell. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tank Dell from 17 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Throwing here, Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Rush to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Rush. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw again. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. A final shot before break. Rush. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Stroud to throw it. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Rush able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
They run here with Dowdle, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. On the run, it's Dowdle, able to fight through 1 tackle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rush. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. Out of the shotgun, Rush. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
A running play, it's Dowdle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nico Collins. 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to work. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stroud. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Stroud. And his throw here's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and that should be that. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.